Hi everyone, my name's Amelia, and for my first career profile choice, I went ahead and I chose an Associate Director of Family Programs. When I was investigating this career choice, I did see that there are positions that are open at organizations like the Alzheimer's Association. I found that they are a nonprofit organization, and they do work with all different types of families and all different types of needs, health, mental abilities, and I did do a little bit more research on them. I found out that their head national office is in Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, to be more specific. And I also was able to see that their working environment is also very large because they are a huge organization. They do operate for 24 hours a day. They do service different families and individuals. I do see that it is a very high-paced place, that they do have monthly deadlines that they do need to be accomplished by their directors in this field. I do see that most of the hours, of course, are going to be like a Monday through Friday, pretty typical for office workers. Most holidays, of course, are going to be closed, so you don't have to worry about things like that, which is always pretty nice, of course, when we're looking at jobs. Who doesn't want to have Christmas and at least Thanksgiving off, right? So that is really nice. But of course, there are going to be some weekend things that are required in a position like this, because they do teach different curriculums and different training. They also have webinars. So there are different things that are required of you that you would have to put in other time, not just a Monday through Friday, but you are also doing family programs and things like that, facilitating groups that you would also be using some of your time over the weekend as well. But being that they are so family orientated, they are pretty lenient, it seems, towards that, and it is pretty kind. You know, you got to have a kind heart to work with a lot of Alzheimer's patients and with families dealing with that. I don't have anybody specifically to contact over there with it being such a large organization. But I do see that they do have a high breakdown, that they do have different levels all over that whole organization, which is pretty awesome. So they do have training levels. They got CEOs, CFOs, everything. It's pretty awesome to see. Like I mentioned a little bit before, some of the typical stressors would obviously be those deadlines that I spoke of. That would be quite a task. You always have to keep on top of your time management. I did also notice that the webinars, of course, you got to be comfortable with public speaking. It is a little bit off-putting if you're not used to it right away. Like, for instance, will be my first YouTube video, so I'm pretty nervous about trying to post anything, so I can see how that would be a definite stressor in a position, having to constantly know technology and to post videos and be fluent with that. Typical benefits that I saw, there's nothing really listed on there, but seeing that it is also a big company like that, I could almost just assume that at least that they will offer some type of medical benefits. Being that it is a large company, over 15 people, I think that that's where they have to incorporate mandatory insurances and things like that if they're a larger company. So I would say that they at least will have medical benefits, but whether they include vision or dental, that would be another thing, because not all employers offer vision and dental benefits as well. Also, looking at the retirement, they probably don't offer anything like any IRA or anything like that, but I would assume that with a large company like this, that they are trying to look out for the retirement of their employee of some type and savings. So I can see that they probably will have a 401k plan instilled for a company of this size. Looking through the job tasks that are associated with an associate director, some of those things would of course be those webinars like I spoke of before. They do have training curriculums that they do in person for families, online, and they also make videos for distribution as well that they do send out and market. Another thing is that they do have a lead mentor. You would be the lead mentor for caregiver support groups, so you would help facilitate those and also facilitate an early stage support groups. They also would develop different curriculums and different training informations that would be given for new staff for any type of intake or consults or anything within their program. You would be teaching and advising on how to deal with patients individually and with their family as a group. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I also did notice that their degree requirements for this would be at least a 4-year degree in human services, if not at least an education-related license. So definitely saying that you are certified with that degree is definitely a plus. I did see that the salary for a job like this starting is at about $71,000. It can go up to $93,000, but you do also see that interns in this position, when they're first starting, are usually making between $11 and $12 an hour. So not very much when you're first starting off, but definitely there is a way to make a lot more in the field, which is pretty awesome to see that you can definitely have a huge window to work with in this. I did look a little bit more on their website for the Alzheimer's Association, and I did see that they were formed first in 1980, so they have been around for a while, and they are the world's leading Alzheimer care organization and for support and research. I did find this all really informative, especially going through everything to see that the possibilities are out there for very high-paying jobs that are pretty amazing to help people with and to help families and that support. So I'm very happy to be in this program and starting off and finding all this great information that will hopefully lead me to a better career path. Thank you. Have a great day.